Good morning, and welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the heart of America, one story at a time. I'm your host, Charles Curall. As we begin this new day, let's take a journey to the Lone Star State, where the vast skies and rolling plains stretch as far as the eye can see. But amidst the beauty of Texas, a different kind of landscape is unfolding, one of controversy and concern. In the small towns and cities of Texas, a new law has taken effect, sparking debate and outrage among local communities. The law allows law enforcement agencies to partner with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, to enforce federal immigration laws. It's a move that's been met with protests and criticism from many, who argue that it will lead to increased tensions and fears among immigrant communities. As I traveled through the Texas countryside, I saw firsthand the impact of this law on residents and businesses. In one small town, I spoke with a local shop owner, Maria, who told me about her fears for her family's future. "We've lived here for years," she said, "but now we're not sure if we'll be able to stay." Her story is just one of many that highlights the human side of this issue, the families, the children, the workers who are caught in the middle of a complex and often contentious debate. As the sun sets over the Texas hills, I'm reminded of the wisdom found in small towns like this one. The people here are resilient, resourceful, and proud of their heritage, but they're also worried about what the future holds. Will this new law bring greater safety and security, or will it drive a wedge between communities? Only time will tell. As we explore this story further, I'm struck by the dignity of ordinary work. The farmers, the ranchers, the small business owners who are the backbone of Texas's economy. They're the ones who get up every morning, who work hard to provide for their families, and who are now facing uncertainty and fear. The beauty of everyday life in Texas is undeniable, from the vibrant cities to the rolling countryside. But it's also a reminder that even in the most mundane moments, there are stories of courage, resilience, and hope. As we continue our journey through the heart of America, we'll be exploring more of these stories, the ones that remind us of our shared humanity and the connections that bind us together. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we continue our journey through the heart of America, I want to take you to a place where the rhythms of democracy are being tested. In Fulton County, Georgia, a recent FBI raid on an election office has raised more questions than answers. The search for records related to the 2020 election has sparked concerns about the integrity of our democratic institutions and the trust that's essential to their functioning. As I traveled through the rolling hills and quaint towns of Georgia, I met with local officials who were trying to make sense of this sudden turn of events. They spoke of their commitment to transparency and accountability, but also of their fears about the impact this raid could have on the community's trust in the electoral process. One official, a lifelong resident of Fulton County, told me, "We're not just talking about votes or ballots, we're talking about people's faith in the system." The story unfolding in Fulton County is a reminder that democracy is a delicate balance of power and trust. It's a system that relies on the integrity of its institutions and the people who serve them. As I walked through the streets of this charming county, I saw the everyday moments that make democracy work. The local diner where folks gather to discuss the issues, the community center where voters come to cast their ballots, and the town hall meetings where leaders are held accountable. But I also saw the fears and anxieties that can erode trust in the system. The raid on the election office has left many wondering if their voices will be heard, if their votes will count. It's a reminder that democracy is not just about institutions, it's about people, their hopes, their fears, and their aspirations. As we explore this story further, I'm struck by the importance of local customs and traditions in shaping our democratic experience. The people of Fulton County are proud of their heritage, and they're fiercely protective of their right to participate in the democratic process. They're the ones who get up every morning, who work hard to provide for their families, and who expect their leaders to be accountable. The changing face of rural America is also evident in this story. As communities like Fulton County navigate the complexities of modern politics, they're forced to confront the challenges of a rapidly changing world. But even in the midst of uncertainty, There's a resilience and determination that defines these small towns and the people who call them home. As we take a break before our final story, I want to leave you with a sense of hope and renewal. Despite the challenges facing our democratic institutions, there are still countless examples of ordinary people doing extraordinary things to make their communities better. They're the unsung heroes of American democracy, and their stories deserve to be told. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we wrap up our journey for today, I want to take you to a place where technology meets tradition and the tools of the trade are just as important as the craftsman's skill. You know, I've always been fascinated by the way people work and how they use their tools to create something truly special. As I was traveling through the countryside, I stumbled upon a small town that was home to a group of artisans who were using Microsoft's best productivity tools to take their craft to the next level. They were using the Microsoft Office Home and Business for Mac 2021, a lifetime license that gives them permanent access to 6 powerful apps, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and OneNote. I was amazed by how these artisans were using these tools to create beautiful documents, stunning presentations, and even manage their email correspondence with ease. They were able to take advantage of the latest technology without sacrificing their traditional craftsmanship. It was a true testament to the power of innovation and creativity. As I talked to these artisans, I realized that this lifetime license was not just a tool, but a key to unlocking their full potential. It allowed them to focus on what they do best, creating beautiful things, without worrying about subscription fees or cloud connectivity. They were able to work independently, using their Macs to create something truly unique and special. I must say, I was impressed by the way these artisans were using technology to enhance their craft, rather than replace it. It's a great reminder that even in today's digital age, there's still room for traditional skills and craftsmanship. And with the right tools, we can create something truly extraordinary. So, if you're looking to take your productivity to the next level, I highly recommend checking out the Microsoft Office Home and Business for Mac 2021 lifetime license. It's a great way to equip your Mac with the latest technology without breaking the bank, and who knows, you might just discover a new passion or talent. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling.